Hi. So I was getting ready for bed, and I was watching a beautiful church. Uh, what would I call it? I was watching. Let me put it a different way. I was watching a different pastor in this church, and what he said struck home. So I'm going to share some things with you. Um, the title of this video is going to be called "I Changed My Order." Kind of like when you go to the store or the restaurant or the deli and you think you're going to get an Italian hoagie, or maybe you want a cheesesteak, or maybe you decided you're just going to get a turkey sandwich. Maybe you changed your mind again and decided, you know what, I'm just going to get a salad with some chicken on it. Well, I'm titling this video, I'm changing my order. What I mean by that is, and this is a collective that I'm doing, this is pretty heavy for air signs, but it definitely can demonstrate an example through all of the elements: air, fire, water, earth. So I've changed my order. After taking some time to think about things in your life, after you finally do some serious, deep, really deep, to where it gets uncomfortable, to where it's maybe even painful, to where you might have to stop, take a break, and go back to it again, because it's breathtaking, it's heartbreaking, it's earth-shaking, but at the same time, you're going to be able to realize that you are worth it. You're allowed to change your mind anytime you want to. You're allowed to change your story, because what was written for you, your story, so to speak, your story doesn't have to be your ending. The way you started, maybe you weren't good in school. Maybe you didn't get great grades. Maybe you didn't even like studying. Maybe you didn't even want to read. Maybe you're just the kind of person that just needed to do your own thing. Maybe you quit school. Maybe later on in life, you went back. Maybe you got your GED. Maybe then you went to college. Maybe you decided to flip it. Because at this point, nobody was telling you that you had to do it. So now, you actually wanted to do it. When I talk about changing your story, when I talk about things not having to stay the same, when I talk about not having to answer why you're now wanting something different. A lot of times in your relationships, due to either being alone for too long, due to being with the wrong person for too long, due to maybe not even having the self-esteem, believing that you deserve a partner, believing that you deserve to be with someone. You don't have to do it alone. But a lot of us tend to settle for something that's convenient, something that's the shortcut, something that's easier to do, something that's less work, something that we can do right now for that instant gratification. A lot of us tend to focus or put our energies into shortcuts, weight loss, diet pills, surgeries, anything that can be quick and give us that instant gratification, whether it's breast augmentations or stomach reductions, meaning tummy tucks, butt lifts, whatever. I'm not saying anything's wrong with those things if that's what you choose to do to make yourself happy. If you're choosing that so that you can fit in with a certain crowd or clique or group or whatever, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. For a lot of you, as I said, you're staying in relationships or situations that you know are toxic, that you know you've put up with more than you should have, that you know things that have drug you across the room from one end to the other, that you know that somebody didn't have your best interest at heart. For some of you, you're reaching and reaching and reaching. For some of you, you're the one that's doing all the work in your relationship. For some of you, you're putting all this work in and you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid in any way, shape, or form. You're not getting it back in love. You're not getting it back in monetary value. You're not getting it back in respect. You're not getting it back in attention. So you'll try harder. Well, tomorrow then I'm going to do this, this, and this for that person. Tomorrow I'm going to make this, this, and this so they'll be really happy. But at the end of the day, if you're doing all this for them, why is it that you think you don't deserve something? Why is it that they can't take a minute out of their time to stop and say, hey, you know, when you did this and that for me yesterday, I really appreciated it. It made my day so much easier. Or when I had a bad day at work and I came home and you had dinner ready, you had my clothes all out for bed, you had a bath ran in the tub. That was amazing. My day may have started out really bad, but it sure ended great. And I want to thank you for that. So, what did that cost anybody to say that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. A lot of people aren't willing to take the time to say thank you. People will take 10 minutes to bitch and moan and complain and fuss and fight and argue and make false accusations. They'll do that all day. But a lot of people won't take that minute to say, guess what? I appreciate you. I really do. And I'm grateful that you're in my life. As I go back to saying about the topic, I want to change my order. Sometime until life puts certain circumstances, situations, occurrences, challenges, restrictions, detours, speed bumps in our way. Sometimes until we're forced to slow down, maybe from a tower moment, until we're forced to actually look at something slowly, carefully, meticulously, until we're willing to micromanage our own life carefully and make the best choices and options for ourselves that we could possibly make. Sometimes we agree to settle because it's just easier. Or sometimes we think what we ordered, this particular person who we believed with all of our heart belonged with us or to us, or they were definitely meant for us. And we don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's it, whether it's working or not. You're for me. I'm supposed to be with you. We're destined. You're my twin flame. You're my soulmate. And that's it. So I'm just stuck here. No, you're not. You can change your order. You're allowed to. Because sometimes what's in your plan, okay, or what's on your mind, or what you think was best for you, in fact, wasn't what the order was at all. Somebody got that order mixed up. So, the reason I stopped to do this video, I just wanted to tell all of my subscribers, and I felt very instructed to do so. Because somebody out there needed to hear that you're allowed to change your order. You do not have to stay stuck. You do not have to stay mad, sad, unhappy, unsatisfied, neglected, abused, manipulated, and most of all, not wanted. There's someone out there for everyone, one way or the other. But it doesn't mean you have to settle for less. So my biggest message to you, and that is male, female, earth, fire, air, water, any elements, any zodiac sign, you have permission to change your order. Tell me where that resonates with you. Tell me what that means when somebody can tell you, and you hear it, that you have permission to flip it around, to change your order. Well, good night, everybody. And I really, really hope that this gives you a new avenue to think, a new opportunity to make choices. And most of all, it'll give you the courage to love you first. Good night.